It's about surviving and advance this time of year. The Landstown Eagles win their first region championship, though, in program history. I'm here with Coach Dwight Robinson, a 59-53 win over Western Branch. Coach, you've been knocking on the door for winning a region title. You've run into some state champs over the years, Woodside, Colonial Forge, we go down the list. But Westfield. What's this mean to win this one tonight with a group of mostly sophomores playing for you?
It's good, man. It's big. We had two seniors really step up tonight, and we needed them bad tonight. We showed our youth a little bit early on. Second quarter, though, Eric Marks, he took over for us. Took the leadership role. We stopped turning the ball over as much. And then the second half, we kind of controlled the second half. Once we made a few adjustments in the locker room, we were able to come out and play with better energy, and we knew where we were going.
Well, I want to talk about those seniors now. Eric Marks and Tyrone Zenny. First, Eric showed a lot of progress in the offseason for you. Hit a bump in the road where some discipline issues kept him off the floor for you in the Kellum game. But these last 5-6 games, he's been out of his mind good, 20-plus points. What have you seen out of him these last 5-6 games? Really taking ownership of this team and dominating in the games.
Yeah, no doubt. He said he didn't want to go home. His two-game hiatus that he had at the end of the regular season and that playoff game for the regional berth, I think it's stuck home a little bit for him, and he's come back with a different focus, come back with a different sense of urgency, and he's been he's been a much better leader for us. He's taken ownership of this team. He wants the ball in his hand in crunch time to either make the shot or make the play, and that's one of the things he wasn't doing early in the season. He wanted to always make the shot and not necessarily make the play, but now he's making the play, and he's trusting the other guys like Tasheed, like Mike, like Tyrone to make plays around him too.
Sure. I mentioned surviving in advance early. You know about the old NC State story with Jim Valvano and then winning those close games. We've seen some great playoff games this week with Smithfield winning some barn burners. And your team, you just spoke with Tyrone Zenny and Eric Marks, and I'm going to touch on Tyrone with you now. 17 points, 9 rebounds. It seems like you've won and lost both these close games down the wire, and you're in your comfort zone no matter if you're down 10, 12. You know if the game's close. These guys know how to play because you've seen the likes of Green Run, LC Bird, Tallwood, Kellum. List goes on and on. Do you feel that as well as the coach of these guys too? Or?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We had to have had, for public school, we had to have had one of the toughest schedules, in the state of Virginia. And that was on purpose, too. We needed to mature. And we played some tough games. We lost some tough games to some very, very good teams. So we've learned how to win. Being down 7, Eric came in and he said, we're down 7, man. We should be getting blown out. And he said, it's just 7. Yeah. And so they understand now, too. And what really happened was our focus became so much better in the second half because we've been in this spot before.
Mm-hmm. And you've gone up against some bigger teams, be it 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A. Zenny's really been huge for him in the offensive glass. 17 points, 9 rebounds tonight, which was critical with Mike Christmas in foul trouble, him in foul trouble. Julian Freezer, you gave a big high five to after he fouled out because he just gave you tons of hustle, the JMU football signee. That offensive rebounding kept possessions for you alive.
Oh, no doubt. And that's the thing. If we know our roles, and if your role is to be an energy guy, to play defense, to rebound, all the other points and stuff, that'll come because of your effort. Mm-hmm. So we shouldn't be concentrating on just, am I getting the ball in this set? And so those guys didn't even worry about that at all tonight. They just played with great effort, and it turned into points.
Western Branch pressed you early on. You guys turned it over 11 times in the first 9 minutes. You pressured them. They turned it over. But how did you guys hang on to the basketball better in the second half?
We became aggressive and attacked the press. Stopped being passive. And we moved our levels, too. We were all playing at the same level, and that's what that press that they were running at 2-1-2, that wants you to play at the same level. And when we started rotating some guys and moving them around a little bit, and we were able to move the ball to the floor, and then we would attack the gaps off the dribble.
Last two for you. Thank you for your time. Early on in the year, Mike Christmas was averaging over 20 points per game. You guys were winning some, losing some. Now you win a game tonight with him giving you 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 blocks. Some pretty good numbers, but you've gone back to sort of the old Landstown teams of balanced attack, not just focusing on a one guy. Does that make you guys harder to beat?
I think so, a little bit. Mike can go and get 20 any night, really. And tonight he would have had, way more than that if he had hit his free throws. Yeah. I think he was like 6 for 12 or something, and 3 or 4 of them were front end 1-and-1s. So he would have had a ton of points tonight had he hit his shots, his free throws. But, we've had guys step up every game. And if you look for the last 6-7 games, we had somebody hitting double figures, whether it's Tyrone or Thomas Washington or Olafon.
Washington coming out of nowhere, too.
Or Milo. We've had different guys that are capable. We have capable scorers. People just don't know that because they talk so much about Mike and they talk so much about Eric, but these other guys are good basketball players too.
Lastly, you want to enjoy the moment. You beat Oscar Smith, the #1 team in the state, in the quarterfinals. You go almost 5 hours to Franklin County and win a semifinal game. You beat Western Branch, who's a very good team, as you know. But you know the job is not done. 3 more to go to win the ultimate prize of a state championship. And Northern Virginia teams have been tough to you guys and others in the Tidewater area in the 6A bracket. What do you tell this group where it's kind of like they're a little loosey-goosey and they're not having the pressure of the world on them being the #1 or #2 ranked team?
We just come ready to play, and we're gonna scout those opponents, and we're gonna try to figure out what they do. And I think our guys just have a lot of confidence in each other and what we're doing. They have a lot of confidence in me that I'm going to put them in the right position to be successful. And when we believe in each other like that, we're going to fight. We're going to keep fighting. We're never going to give up. We're never going to get frustrated and out of whack. So, we're just going to continue to try to do what we do. And hope things that, our hard work's going to pay off. We rely on our defense. And so that's really what turned it around for us tonight, our defense and being able to clean the glass in the second half. And if you do those things, play defense, rebound, and then if we finally hit some free throws, we'll be in good shape, regardless of who the opponent is. I know there's a lot of good teams up there, but we're going to do the best that we can to try to bring home a state championship.
And the Landstown Eagles will be moved on to the quarterfinals against either Herndon or West Potomac. We'll find out before the end of the weekend. Thanks for your time. Congrats on the win.
All right, man. Thanks.